Guys, look at this gorgeous casserole. This is your King Ranch chicken. In this show, I'm going to teach you this wonderful tasting recipe. Well, howdy folks, I'm S.A.Trotter and this is Texas Cooking Today. Hey, what you're going to be making today is going to be some delicious food. And this is one of my recipe videos. Now, if you get to the end of this and you're wondering how to pull off this, that, or the other, I'll tell you what, there's another show on this very same recipe. It's one of my tutorials. So I'll tell you what, it'll be the next episode after this one. Take a look at that. Those are really full of information. Now guys, thank you for watching. Let's get right into making this. That's good looking, isn't it? Hey, I need to mention one thing. Miguel Gonzalez, you asked for my version of King Ranch chicken. Well, here it is, guy, and that's your shout out. I appreciate you writing in, and folks, if any of you want to write in and ask for a recipe, give it a shot. Worked for this guy. Now, King Ranch chicken has nothing to do with the King Ranch, even though it's named after it. If you go there, they're going to tell you it has nothing to do with us. This is a recipe that dates back to the 50s, and whoever invented this, I think, kind of got lost in the shuffle. But one thing is for sure, it is a very common dish in Texas. It's a delicious dish, and if you get rid of the canned ingredients and start using fresh ingredients, it goes from delicious to absolutely mouth-watering, mind-blowing delicious. It's fantastic. So tell you what, let's get in the kitchen and let me show you my version of the King Ranch chicken. Come on, let's go. Guys, look at all this stuff. It's beautiful. All fresh ingredients. You don't see a bunch of canned stuff out here. Come on, let's get down to it. That's kind of nasty, all right? You don't know what all is in those cans, and it's if you read those labels, you probably wouldn't want to use it either. What we're going to be using, we have a roasted chicken here. That's right, I just got up this morning, took the chicken, threw it in here, roasted it up, 350. A little bit of salt and oil over the top, that's all I added. Not a problem. And I've let that cool down so we can use it. We're also going to be using some cream, some Parmesan cheese, cumin, paprika. We'll be using a little bit of flour and butter in this, also some onion, tomatoes, garlic, poblano chilies, and a couple of other kinds of cheeses here. I've got some cheddar, and your choice on this. You can use Monterey Jack, Munster, or if you want, even mozzarella would work. We have some button mushrooms. Cremini mushrooms will work just fine for this as well. Both do a good job. And some corn tortillas. Guys, it's a fantastic recipe. Let's not waste time. We need to first shred the chicken. Then we're going to make us a very special sauce with that cream, and then we're going to cook up the veggies. Then we're going to start combining it all, and we'll bake it up as a casserole. It's good. Okay guys, I have that chicken all shredded, and if you'll notice, I left all the pieces big. Try for that. That way each bite gives you something of substance. It's not just mush chicken. Also, what drippings that were in the pan, I went ahead and poured out here, and I'm going to use all of that down in this dish. Fat and all, it's a very good flavor to add to this. Now guys, if you would, take all of your vegetables and get them cut down. We're looking not for little tiny mince, we're looking for some substantial pieces. So if you would, dice this out into about 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch square pieces. The same on those onions, similar on the tomatoes, about 1/2 inch square pieces. You can mince the garlic and then some slices on these mushrooms. And that way you can get a good visual on exactly what that is in the dish, and it makes it look pretty. Now guys, you want to get all of your ingredients cut up just like this, kind of a coarse dice on everything, and just slice those mushrooms. It's much easier to cook when everything is ready in advance. Get your butter in a pan and get it melting. Once it's melted, let's start cooking in that flour until it turns a light tan color. Then we'll add our milk and thicken it up. Now guys, in that back pot over there, I have my white sauce already made up with the Parmesan cheese melted into it. It's wonderful. And here I have a larger pot that I'm going to be sauteing all of my vegetables in that. Okay, so I need to heat that up and get some oil in it and saute those vegetables just a little bit, and then we're going to combine everything. Guys, we are sweating down those chilies and onions. Do that just a little bit to soften them slightly before you move on to adding in your tomatoes and your mushrooms. At the same time, I'll also put in that garlic. When we put the mushrooms in there, you're going to have to add extra oil because they are just really thirsty, okay? Now guys, once you get your sauce, your vegetables cooked, and the meat all combined together in that one pot, then it's time for us to assemble this in our casserole dish. And we will just put down a little bit of sauce first, then go in with tortillas, then add more sauce, layer of cheese, more tortillas, more sauce, layer of cheese, more tortillas, and build it up in that way until I fill the casserole dish. Then we bake it at 350 degrees. So as you can see, once we've lined it out in our dish, it's absolutely gorgeous. So what I've done is, just as I mentioned, I put a little sauce in there, tortillas, cheese, more tortillas, sauce, cheese, tortillas, more sauce, and then topped it with these rows of cheese, and it's ready to hit the oven. Let's get it baked up at 350 degrees. Should be about 30, maybe 35 minutes. All right, guys, in the oven, 350 degrees. Give it about 30, 35 minutes. Pull it out, let it cool just a little. It's ready to serve. Get ready, it's good. Oh, hey, there's a final tip I wanted to mention. Put something underneath it so you don't have any drips in your oven in case it bubbles over a little, like a sheet pan or some foil. Now guys, for the measurements on all of your ingredients, we used one medium-sized chicken here. It wasn't a large one. I have 3 cups of heavy cream, 3/4 of a cup to 1 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. We use 1 teaspoon of cumin, a tablespoon of paprika, 2 tablespoons of flour, 3 tablespoons of butter, 1 medium onion, 3 Roma tomatoes, not real big ones, 4 cloves of our garlic, 2 large poblanos, 8 ounces of the cheese of your choice, Munster, mozzarella, Monterey Jack, pepper jack, whatever you prefer, and 8 ounces of shredded cheddar. I have here some button mushrooms, and once these are all cut up, you want about a cup to cup and a half of cut up button mushroom caps, and 18 of our corn tortillas makes for beautiful King Ranch chicken. Guys, we've just pulled this out of the oven, and I tell you what, look at that. It is absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to try this. It needs to cool a little bit first. Guys, right there. Beautiful, gorgeous. I'll tell you what, when it comes to really tasty casseroles, oh man, King Ranch chicken is one of the best. I can say this, if you like enchiladas, chicken enchiladas, that kind of stuff, this dish is going to rock your world. It is so good, so delicious. I can't wait for you to try it because I'm looking forward to reading the comments on it. It's a good one. Guys, I would like to say thank you so much for watching Texas Cooking Today, for watching this episode. If you would, please check out my channel. Look at what I have there. You're going to like what you find. If there were any questions at the end of this, just watch the next episode. That's a full-on tutorial on how to make this dish, okay? It'll answer any questions that you may have. Also, if you would, please click the like button. If you have any requests, put them down in the comments. That's the reason we did this show, was because of a request. All right, it's just that simple. I do appreciate you watching, and if you folks would do one last thing, just have a good day, all right? Ooh, yeah. Well, guys, once again, thank you very much for watching this show, for watching Texas Cooking Today. If you would, please go to my channel, check things out there. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I've got stuff coming out every single Thursday, so watch closely there's some really good stuff coming your way. And thank you again for watching Texas Cooking Today.